What's going on, y'all? It's been a long, hot day, and I actually need to take a little bit of time to do some work on the bass boat, and in turn, I need to take a moment and clean the live wells. The live wells haven't been cleaned in a little while. I clean them semi-regularly. I kind of wipe them out and rinse them out and stuff like that, but I don't actually clean them, deep clean them, and so it's time to do that, and we're gonna jump right into that. So the first thing you're gonna need is, grab a hose, get some water. I grabbed a bucket by choice. Basically, we're gonna fill our live wells to about 3/4 of the way full. I'm almost to that point right now. I've taken my screens off already. My screens are sitting here. I'm just gonna end up dropping them into the drink and letting them sit there. And then up next, I'll show you what we're gonna add to the water. Okay, now it's time for the supplies. So you're gonna need 2 gallons of distilled white vinegar, and you're gonna need 2 bottles of 32 fluid ounces of hydrogen peroxide. Basically, I'm gonna take all 4 of these and I'm gonna dump them into my live wells that are 2/3 to 3/4 of the way full. And I'm gonna turn the aerators on, and the aerators are gonna run for about 30 minutes straight, just basically cooking, cleaning the insides of the pipes and hoses and whatnot, where all the fish slime and gunk buildup is. All right, y'all, so for me, I've got live well recirc. I've turned on my recirc pumps, and I've turned on my fill pumps, and so I'm gonna start adding in the vinegar and the hydrogen peroxide. Try not to let it spill everywhere. Try not to let it splash too much. You can clean up any extra residue with some water if you get some somewhere, just to kind of dilute it. But basically, we're going to pour in both gallons just like so, and then I have the second gallon waiting. I'll do it in a moment. And then the hydrogen peroxide the same way. My live wells are connected, so it's the same water for both sides. And then once I'm done, we're going to set a timer for 30 minutes, and we're going to let it sit here and cook. And then we'll come back in 30 minutes and we'll drain everything out and go through the next steps. Y'all, it's been 30 minutes. You can see we're kind of clouded up in there. It's not terrible. I've got some debris floating around. Like I said, I keep my live wells pretty clean overall, so it's definitely dirty, just not as dirty as it could be. Some people don't clean their live wells at all, and this would be really, really grody if they didn't do that. But long story short, like, the big thing here I'm trying to do is trying to get the stuff out of the pipes, the hoses, and kind of get that cleaned up. So 30 minutes in, we're going to turn the aerators off, turn the recirc off, and we're going to get a drain. We'll come back to you. One thing I chose to do while I was draining it was kind of agitate it a little bit. Just get some of the stuff that it broke loose and free kind of mixed up and moving into the particulate into the water, so that it'll drain out as I drain everything. So you can see we're a lot dirtier than we were. We've kind of agitated everything, all the chemicals that were in here, and so we've got a really good flush going on. Okay, as you can see, we're pretty much completely drained here. Got a tiny little bit of debris laying in the bottom, but most of the stuff is cleaned and cleared out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to basically hook up the hose. I'm going to fill the live wells up. We're going to run the recirc and the pumps for another 30 minutes to just kind of rinse out all of the vinegar and all of the hydrogen peroxide that we put in the system. So I got the live wells refilled up with clean water. You can see how clear they are at the moment, and that's actually with circulation running. I already went ahead and turned on my recirc and my pumps. I figured once it got part way, I might as well do that. I'm gonna turn off the water here soon, and we're gonna let it sit for 30 minutes. Well, we're gonna let it run for 30 minutes, and then we'll come back and drain it when we're done for the day. I guess actually maybe not done for the day. There's one more part. All right, guys, so we've made it. 30 minutes has passed. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna drain the live wells in their entirety, and we're gonna let them air dry, open air dry. Basically that's it. You can rinse a few things down if you feel like you have some stuff that needs to be rinsed out, but otherwise you've completed the process. So I hope this video helps somebody. I'll probably be using it again in the future for myself, because that's what we do. It's part of the process. So anyways, best wishes, follow along if you can. Tight lines. Till next time, keep it real.